Welcome back to EMT Mood. Today I'm here with
MP and AJ.
Today we're reacting to 3 true scary animated stories by YNC Entertainment. Let's get straight into it.
My name is Anushka. This is a true story that happened when I was just 10 years old. Every summer, my family and I go on a beach vacation with my father's friend's family. We usually visit Puri, a place filled with beautiful temples and golden beaches. It's a tradition, and we love it. Normally, we've stayed at well-known hotels, but that summer, we hadn't booked in advance. There were no rooms available. The staff told us one would open the next morning, so for one night, we had no choice but to stay at a smaller, lesser-known hotel. That hotel sat near a graveyard.
Bro, are you going to a hotel by a graveyard?
Unfortunately not.
Bro, I'd rather sleep in the car, bro. I'd rather just sleep in the car by the road, to be honest, because I'm not doing that shit. Especially if it looks just like this. That's a motel, bro. That's not a hotel. They gotta change that name.
Hotel, they probably have like actual rooms in there, but like...
Couldn't do it, bro.
From the temples, far from the beach. But we decided it was just one night, so we would be fine. The day itself was wonderful. We played on the sand, watched the waves, and came back tired, ready for bed. And we all went to sleep early. But around 1 a.m., I woke up with a feeling I'll never forget. I couldn't breathe. When I tried to move, I couldn't. It felt like something heavy was pressing down on me, choking me. And in that moment, I knew it wasn't human. The room was pitch black, but in the shadows, I could make out a dark shape. I was only 10, and I screamed for my mother. For minutes, I couldn't breathe properly. My mother rushed to me, lifted me in her arms, and shook me awake. My father carried me out into the hallway.
Nah, listen, bro. Have you guys ever had sleep paralysis? To me, that was sleep paralysis, because I've had multiple of them bitches throughout my life, bro.
Sleep paralysis is like a monster, a demon, spirit.
They say it's when a spirit comes and visits you in the night. I mean, there's a whole lot of different speculations regarding it, but that is well known to us personally. Yeah.
It's trying to take your life. It's good.
But it's sad he had to like experience that at that age. You know what I mean? Kids have nightmares, but like sleep paralysis, demons are different breeds, bro. So I hope he's good from that.
Yeah.
It had no lights, only an empty, lonely sofa. No staff at the desk, just a large glass door glowing faintly with moonlight. Outside, dogs barked and yelped. Their cries echoed through the night, making the scene even more terrifying. My father laid me on the sofa, trying to wake me. He patted my cheek until I gasped and finally caught my breath. As I looked down the hallway, I saw it, a figure standing in the corner, watching me. It was tall. Its hair floated in the air, as if caught in a breeze. I thought it was a woman, but I knew it wasn't human. Its presence radiated anger. I was frozen. We went back to our room. I said nothing, not a word. The next morning, we checked out and went to a famous hotel. There, everything was normal. The rest of our vacation was perfect. But when we finally returned home, I told my parents what I saw. And that's when my heart stopped, because my mother admitted she had seen the figure too, that very night, standing in the same corner, staring, silent. She never told me at the time, and I never saw it again. But from that day forward, I was never the same. The fear of the dark stayed with me. I couldn't walk into unlit rooms, couldn't face dark hallways in hotels, especially hotels near cemeteries.
You know what I think her story was, or its story was? I'm talking about the ghost.
Okay.
She went to the hotel. She died. Someone probably killed her. Now her spirit is now living in the hotel. It's possessing the hotel. Unfortunately, he experienced it.
Like all cliche.
Wait, how long was he there again?
stories.
Yeah, all right. Was he only there for? He was only there for the night, right?
days
A
or
few days.
something.
Okay,
Like
so he
1 or
only
2.
experienced
I
it
don't think he was there for
there.
that
So
long. For that long.
he's chilling. He had to experience the ones that don't follow him. He's good. He needs to get over that fear, bro. He's good.
Dude, check. If he hasn't seen it again, like True Aunt's Horror.
Hello, my name is
Yeah, True Aunt's Horror House.
All right.
Ruza. I've always wanted to share this story. This happened when I was about 11. It was a school holiday, and my siblings and I went to stay overnight at my aunt's house. We had so much fun, and when it was time for bed, the three of us slept on a mattress in the living room with my cousin. To give you a better picture, this is what the layout of my house looked like. That night, I couldn't sleep because of a
Hold
sore
on, no.
throat.
Let's run that one back. All right,
Okay.
boom. So she's
Table,
basically in the middle top.
wall. Aunt's room, kitchen, sofa.
So
Oh, they're laying in the
yeah, the living room. Yeah, they're in the
Okay.
living room. Like what the hell? What's
This
going
is,
on?
okay. Cousin's room, aunt's room.
There's no. If she runs into a direction, we'll know where she's going. We'll know where she's going.
House looked like. That night, I couldn't sleep because of a sore throat and a cough. So I stayed up watching YouTube on my cousin's tablet. It must have been around 3 a.m. I wanted to sleep, but the coughing just wouldn't stop. Finally, I turned off the tablet, determined to get some rest. Just then, I heard my cousin's bedroom door open. From where I was lying, I could clearly see if anyone came out, but no one did. And I never heard the door close again. I called out my cousin's name. No answer. Goosebumps spread across my skin, but I tried to ignore it. On the table in front of the door was a plastic bag. Suddenly, the bag's handle began to move. Startled, I called out my cousin's name again. The bag stopped. It wasn't the wind. First, the bag was full of something. And second, the movement wasn't in one direction. It was shifting, almost tugging. And with all the windows shut tight, there was no wind inside at all. Frightened, I turned to face my sister and closed my eyes, but I couldn't shake off the fear. I opened them again and glanced at the black screen of the now off TV. That's when I saw him. A man in a hoodie standing behind me, or at least in the reflection. His stance suggested he was right there, looming over top of me. He looked like my cousin, but it was only reflection, and something inside me knew the truth. I turned around to check. No one was there. When I looked back at the TV, the figure had returned, only this time even closer. A wave of dread washed over me. I couldn't move, couldn't scream, couldn't do anything except cry quietly to myself. The figure was coming closer and closer. I whispered a prayer, clutching my sister.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her, bro.
Yeah, what do you do in this situation? What do you do in this situation? You literally see something tugging, you hear the door open, you can't see anything in the screen of electronic, the TV,
Yeah.
You see him, but then you turn back, nobody there, you see it in the screen again, and you don't want to turn back again,
Brother.
and you're getting closer? No, what do you do?
You go to bed. Force yourself to sleep, fam. In that position, there's nothing you can do. You can't speak, you can't move, like you're...
You're moving like Bloody Mary. If you guys know the story of Bloody Mary, this guy moving like Bloody Mary.
Shit, bro.
Eventually, it vanished. I squeezed my eyes shut until sleep nearly took me. But the feeling of being watched never left. When I dared to open my eyes again, he was there, sitting on the sofa behind me, one leg crossed over the other, elbow resting lazily on the armrest, staring, as if he had always been there, as if he belonged there. And behind him stood another figure, tall, pale, only his upper body visible. I couldn't take it anymore. I forced myself to get up, bolted into my aunt's room, and shook her awake. I told her everything. She didn't believe a word. She just gave me cough medicine and let me sleep beside her. Only then did I finally fall asleep. The next morning, I told my siblings and my
That
cousin.
story just progressed so fast.
What
Like,
the
bro,
hell?
Shetty said she forced herself awake. Like, what? How did she do
No,
that?
okay, no. She said, I don't know, she ended up getting forced awake by the feeling. Like, she was so scared, she forced herself back awake after forcing herself to sleep through scaredness, okay? Right?
Yeah.
And then she saw another man, a tall, slender man, and she don't know what the hell be going on. So she ran to her aunt's, left her sister behind, by the way. Left her sister for dead. And went to her aunt, and then her aunt was like coaxed her into, oh, just come to bed.
That's usually what they do, though. That's
Why
what parents
would,
honestly.
like,
That's the only thing they
see?
can do.
And then nothing happened to her sister, I guess.
Yeah, no, her sister's chilling. I guess you know what it is. I feel like if like, you know, like how
She's targeted.
Yeah, not even just targeted. Just like it's like when you're being targeted, and you don't like you feel fear. If you keep feeling fear, if you keep like
They feed off the fear.
they feed off of fear,
Great.
and because of that, they're gonna keep coming for you.
Yeah, they can smell it.
Yeah, they can smell it. So that's why they're coming for her like this. To be honest.
Sure.
None of them believed me either, but I know what I saw. The figure in the TV might have been my imagination, but how do I explain the moving plastic bag? And the thought of that being sitting casually on the sofa, watching me like I was the intruder, still gives me goosebumps.
That's
how it ended?
That's how it
At
ended,
the
bro.
time, I
He's
lived in an
traumatized
old
now.
block of flats in England, and
No, that's definitely traumatized. And she said it never happened again, I guess. Or I don't know.
That's what she said. I don't believe her.
Did she say that?
No, she didn't say that. She didn't say it didn't happen again.
Well, I don't know.
She
But
is.
we hope it doesn't happen again. But that was so weird. Wait, what was the reaction?
For
You
what?
just glazed over it, I guess.
Yeah, it just went over her,
See?
and she was dreaming about it. Like, she was thinking about if that could have been a possibility.
Yeah, I know that part, but I didn't even hear the damn. But I hope it was solved.
next to my home stood an abandoned hotel, a massive 6-story building that had been rotting away for years, even before I moved in. One day, me, my cousin, and my sister decided we'd finally explore it. The hotel was surrounded by a tall fence, but it was crumbling, full of holes. It wasn't hard to slip through.
That's not a hotel.
Inside, the place was worse than we imagined. Blood smeared across doors, broken windows, empty rooms torn apart by squatters. The air was heavy, suffocating, like the walls themselves were warning us to leave. Behind the hotel, we found a dead patch of grass and an old, run-down shed. We didn't get too close. Just standing near it made our skin crawl. And then we heard it, the sharp scrape of metal against metal, like someone sharpening a knife.
No.
We didn't wait to find out. We turned back toward the hotel, but as soon as we opened the back door, a foul stench hit us. Rot, decay, something like a dead body. Still, we pressed on. We climbed the stairs to the first floor and made the worst decision of the day. We split up. I crept into a room filled with old shelves, books, broken furniture. In the corner stood a massive, worn-down closet. At first, it seemed ordinary, but then, tap, tap, tap. The sound was faint, but steady, like long nails drumming up against the inside of wood. My heart stopped when I realized it was coming from inside the closet. I bolted out of the room, down the hallway, through the stairwell. My cousin and sister saw me and immediately followed.
Yeah,
In the
sure.
rush, I tripped hard, scraping my leg open, but I didn't dare stop. As we reached the exit, I made the mistake of looking back. And there she was, a woman, mid-20s maybe, long, greasy black hair, ripped, filthy clothes. She was standing just inside the doorway of the hotel, peeking at us from the shadows. That's when I knew we weren't alone in there. When we finally got home, I noticed my leg was bleeding badly from the fall, but the cut wasn't random. It had carved itself into the shape of a smiley face.
What?
I didn't believe in ghosts before that day, but after what I saw, after what followed me home, I knew better.
Man got
The
cursed,
hotel
bro.
was torn down years later, replaced with new apartments. But for me, that night never left.
What? Yo, okay, look. That story went from 0 to
That was
100.
crazy.
I couldn't even
Zero-
stop it
It just
because,
went so fast. It just started and then it finished.
bro, but
Quick.
yeah, the pacing was crazy for that one, but it was definitely scary. I hope that doesn't happen to any one of you guys.
Like,
That's too
I
much,
thought
man.
they were gonna get chased. Like, I don't even know. They split up for what? That story was, I don't know if you remember that story correctly because that was short.
I really don't understand people that go to abandoned buildings though.
It's a thrill, you know, the
That's fun for you
adventure.
guys?
I don't know, some people want to seek geography and history and all this stuff about where and who and cultures and people. And
I mean, but if you believe in like spirits and ghosts and shit, and you do it for the thrill of it, and like you actually want to get in contact with these beings, like if you really believe they exist, like what precautions would you take? Like if you really believe that it's true, like
me,
yeah, like if you really believe they like spirits
I
existed,
wouldn't go there.
you wouldn't go there. So yeah, smart decision. I don't think these guys really think about that shit.
Like what? What can I do? Like obviously I can pray, but my time is up when it's up.
Your time has come.
Yeah.
That's what I
And you can't go around provoking stuff and not expecting reaction. So yeah, stick on the other side of the fence.
So yeah, man, that was the video, guys. Let us know what you think about it. Stay safe out there. There's a lot of bullshit going on right now in the world, bro. So just take care of yourselves. EMT Mood.
I'm
Signing
PNJ.
out.